Hello and good evening, everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Please let me know on the chat. Okay, great. So, have you managed to install the Ubuntu or any other Linux distribution? If it is not, then also you can tell me. Okay, so most of you have is it looks like you have installed. Anyone else who is have not installed it yet? Okay, okay. So what about others? So I have not received all of the. Okay, so some of you are using Linux on VirtualBox, right? So with VirtualBox, mostly it will work, but in some cases you will face some problem. That is mostly regarding the root related permissions. You will get some issue. Otherwise, it will work properly in VirtualBox. Yes, and if you okay, Siddhartha is congratulations. You are already done that part. So you are using as a primary OS. That is a good thing to do. So if you have installed Ubuntu, then that should be your primary everyday OS for any kind of development and non-development task. All right. So those who haven't installed it yet, so I will repeat once again. Those of you who haven't installed it yet, I would say it is not mandatory to install the Ubuntu. Okay, so it is something which is recommended. So if you are facing some problem that there is some bias related issues or during installation you are not the hard drive is not partitions are not available or space is not available, then it is fine. You can also continue or you can also carry on with the Windows. Okay, but I wanted all of you to learn Ubuntu because there you will learn the Linux commands. So whenever you will deploy one application in server, there you will learn how powerful the terminal is, how powerful the console is, and you can literally do everything with the server with the simple keyboard only. So in that case, the mouse is also not required. All right. And what about Git? So have you learned about Git? What is Git and how the version control works? How to create branches? How to commit code? How to push code to your GitHub repository? Okay, so a lot of you have tried. Okay, so how many of you have tried Git for the very first time? Okay, you type first time on the chat. Okay, okay, okay. Fine. And have you created your GitHub profile? Have you created your GitHub profile? Yes. Okay, great. Fine. So in GitHub profile, you will find there is a README file. All right. So go and edit the README file, and you put a little bit of intro of yourself, like the kind of technology you know, like you know HTML, you know CSS, you know React, you know Java, you know C, whatever you know, you write down there. You write down your educational qualification, like I am say I am a BTech say final year student from this college, something like that. So you fill that form, you can do a lot of decorations in the readme file. So once you will commit that, you will see on the landing screen, you will get a very nice looking description of yours. Okay, so GitHub profile, go to your GitHub profile, you update the readme file, add your description, that would be good to go. Okay, so that part is also sorted. And who started HTML? Who started HTML? Have you started HTML? Okay, 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 fine, fine. So have you purchased that code, that codes that we have given, or we have recommended, or you have got access to the codes? Okay, so still now, if you haven't, so there is a sale coming that I have already shared that information on Discord. So you will get that course as low as 360 rupees. I'm telling you guys, go and spend the 360 rupees. It would be an investment for lifetime. And if you have any other course that you want to purchase, And if you want any recommended courses for other technologies like React.js, like Node.js, then you can also tell me on the Discord. Then I will share my preferences, whatever course that I have purchased. Okay, so I have purchased more than 40 courses on LinkedIn till date. So what are the tech courses that you should also purchase? Because this is a one-time deal. I mean, see, this type of deal does not come in a year. So 360 rupees for one single course is a pretty low price. Kind of a material that we get on Udemy is great. Okay, so if some of you are interested, then let me know on the Discord. So I will share my recommended courses, what you can purchase in this sale. All right. Okay, React course. Yes, of course, I will share. So you just drop a message on the Discord. So in the general section only, I will share the course name. Okay, so you can go and purchase. So it will stay for you for the lifetime. Okay, so those who are attending class for the first time, so I would ask the coaches to share the link of Ajay, so that's why they can also join the proper Discord server and the proper team group. Oh, sorry, the team link. Okay, so please coaches, please share the email of Ajay once. All right, so don't worry about it. Your situation will be sorted. So already 6:04, so I will not wait for much time. So let's start today's session. So as most of you have started with the HTML, so I will give a quick introduction of CSS. Okay, so let's start today's session, guys. I think most of you have already joined. So those who want to join, yes, those who are serious about it. Okay, so let's see the updates of internship. So the first thing I would like to talk about is your active participation, guys, everyone. So this is a program that we are doing. So there are a lot of new faces that we are seeing every day. So you got the chance, means the 150 of you are already joining this session, means you are active in this participation, means you are actively participating the program. But if you have any friend who has got the opportunity to join the program and he's not attending the live session, then go and tell them, because they got the chance to participate in this program. And at the same time, some of the people, they have not got the chance, right? That means they are depriving their opportunity, right? So that's why I'm asking all of you. So you are joining, that is fine. So I'm asking all of you, if you have any friend of yours who has already enrolled for the program, so please ask them to participate it properly. Okay, second thing is that I would like to say is there is a challenge that I want to give all of you. Okay, so from today onwards, let's say it's a 8 weeks program, and in these 8 weeks, you will write code every single day. So this is a challenge that you have to take. So are you ready to take the challenge? Anything, any code, maybe it can be a single line of code, it can be a 10 line of code, or it can be a feature. It is an oath that you have to take, that you will write code for the next 50 days, every day, non-stop. If it doesn't matter if it is a New Year, it is a Christmas, or it is a Sunday or Saturday, Friday evening, it doesn't matter, right? So for the next 50 days, you will write code. Okay, so coding is something like mathematics. So more you practice it, you will master it. Okay, so the second part of the challenge is that you will write the code, that is fine, but you will share the information, whatever code you have written, on your LinkedIn profile. So you would go to your LinkedIn profile, you will create one post. Okay, there you will share the code that you have written with the hashtag of hash 50 days of coding challenge. Okay, and you can also mention me or Diogo or Scout, so that we can go and review, and we will promote your post, okay, on social media. So what will happen? So I will come to the benefits of doing this thing in the second part of today's session, where I will talk about LinkedIn. So how you can optimize your LinkedIn profile. Yes. So can you, okay. So can we mention our internship on LinkedIn? Of course, you can mention your about your internship on LinkedIn, because you should feel proud about it, because you got the chance to do the internship with us. So previously 100 people did the internship, so they got the certificate. They have posted this the certificate on LinkedIn, and people are applauding for that, right? So you go and proudly share about the information that you are doing internship. Okay, and I would like to like all of you to wait for a time, because we will share the, yes, the commencement certificate. Okay, so we are in process. So we have already generated certificates for the last batches completion certificate. We have already generated, and for these all of you guys, so those say 200 plus interns, so we will generate certificate for all of you. Okay, so you go to the certificate page. They, from there you download that certificate, and you share the information, or share it proudly on your LinkedIn. All right, so that is it. Then there will be a weekly assignment. So in this week we haven't given any assignment. Maybe the assignment was to install the Linux distribution as well, because some of you have faced serious challenges, I think. But challenges are good, right? Because we are engineers, we are meant to solve the problems. Okay, and I remember some of you have pinged me one at, I think, 11:30 in the night, and they are asking me to solve the issues on they are facing on during the installation of Ubuntu. Okay, anyway, so the assignment will be there. So you have to you have to submit the assignment by the time given, and at the same time there will be assessment test. So I will share the link of assessment test today. So this was supposed to go, means it was planned to go on a Saturday evening, but we intentionally delayed it because some of you are facing problem regarding the Ubuntu installation. So today we will publish the link for the assessment test. So there is nothing, there is that 15-20 questions that is on web or the Git and Linux. So I think most of them are easy questions. You go and attempt those test. All right. And the third thing is that some of you are facing problem on Linux, but why I'm recommending it? Because most of the companies, so wherever you will join after your internship program, so there you will see they are using Linux or they are using Mac for their work, day-to-day work. Okay, there are very less companies where you will get the Windows to work with these web technologies. Okay, so that is why Linux is important. And as I said in the last session, that 95% servers are running on Linux itself. So that is why you should learn Linux, and this is the very first step that you should take to install and practice it. All right, so let's not waste much time. So let's start today's session. So are you ready, guys, everyone? So enough of the introduction. Okay. Okay, so okay, so this is a Q&A session, not a Q&A session. Means the first part I will take questions from you. So is it is do you have any question regarding any internship or anything else? So I will take I will wait for 5 minutes. So in these 5 minutes, I will try to answer the questions that you have. Okay, what things are important in an interview? This is a very broad question. In interview is something where you should represent something which you are confident of. Okay, even if you know HTML only, so it doesn't matter you if you know React, you know Node.js or not. If you know HTML only confidently, then that should be your point. Okay, and prepare something presentable, means which you can present to your interviewer. Like say you have created a small application using React.js. Okay, a small application using Java. Okay, and you have deployed that application in your server. Okay, and so you have a live link. So in an internship, sorry, in an interview, Once you go there, they would ask you, so what kind of work you have done? Okay, have you, what kind of projects that you have done? So once you will share that details of that project that you have done, the interviewer will see, yes, this person has done something, means he has applied his knowledge or she has applied her knowledge. Okay, so that would be very much beneficial, and you can drive the interview in that way. Means rather than the interviewer driving the interview, you can also drive the interview in that way. Okay, so that is the most important thing. So keep something presentable, and make it clear what you know at the very first place. Okay, so how to submit assignment? So mostly you will submit assignment in the GitHub only. Okay, so will there be any deadlines for weekly assignment? Yes, there will be some deadlines, because it cannot take, I think, 2-3 weeks for to submit one single assignment. Okay, so when you are going to assign task, so today only I will assign one task to all of you. Okay, how long does it take? We create a CV and get shortlisted. Okay, so you design your CV first, then let me review it, then I can tell you. Okay, how to get how to link Git and GitHub? This is a very important question. So you should use Git remote repositories URL. So you should have a GitHub account initially. There you go and create one repository. So there you will get the instructions how you can connect your local Git repository to the GitHub account. Okay, and what is, okay, is WSL all right for the internship? What is WSL? I'm not clear about that. How to install Git and what's the use of GitHub account? So I think Rishit, so I have shared the document already. So you have discussed in the last session. So you go to the tech resources channel on Discord. So there you will find the guideline of how to install Git and why GitHub account is important. What type of courses, course certificates we can mention in resume, because most are telling not to put Coursera or Udemy certifications. Why not? If you have completed anything, then you can put it there. So if you have learned anything from Udemy and you are confident that you can answer the questions, if say you have done a course on, you have purchased a course on Python, okay, and you have added that course on your CV, and if interviewer asks a question, if you can't answer, then there is no meaning to it, right? So there is no meaning to add those courses. Okay, so how long does the test link will be open for us to attempt? Okay, so for that, I think it should be, I think, 2 days. You can attempt that. So it will take 15 minutes. So it's the 15 minutes of test only. So you can go anytime and attempt. Okay. Okay, then that is all. I think 5 minutes I have spent already. Okay. So now today we will discuss about key CSS, some very key CSS concepts. So most of you have learned about HTML, right? HTML, the how the document is structured, like the head, body, the title, and everything. After that part, there are some basic HTML elements like heading tags, the paragraphs, the images, the tables, forms, buttons, input fields, etc. So these are the few basic and basic elements which we normally use every day. Okay, so you go and this is a very simple thing. In that Udemy course you will find in the very first section only, right? So after that you will find CSS in that course, right? Okay, so what is CSS, guys? I think you have already answered in the last session. What CSS stands for? Not Cascadian, it's cascading style sheet. Okay, so what CSS does? Yes, it beautifies the web page. It puts, it's not the structure, because structure is done using HTML. It gives styles, or it gives a look and feel, okay, to the web pages. Okay, it is used to decorate the web pages. It improves the appearance of the website, right? So the next thing that I would like to talk about is, so you will go down with CSS, means how CSS work, and then how to link CSS with HTML. Then what are the basic CSS properties like the colors, shadows, margin, padding. Okay, And what else is there? What are the properties that you know in CSS apart from this? So if you know already CSS marquee, okay, it is the HTML thing. Transform, background, yes, background. So flex is another thing. Okay, anything else? Borders, animations. Animations is something which you can do. Okay, grid. Okay, so what is responsive web design? Responsive web design is all about designing our web page. So we should design our web page in such a way that whatever device is open that, okay, it doesn't matter. It will look proper. Okay, so in some cases, if you see, if a web page is not properly designed using the responsive design guidelines, then the UI would break on mobile devices. So normally we see this problem, right? So that means the text will go on the right hand side, or the text and images would overlap with each other. This kind of situation is very common. Okay, this is why this responsive web design, this concept came into the picture, when we can design some certain UI which would fit in any kind of devices. Okay, so responsive web design, it automatically adjusts as per the screen sizes or the viewports. So anyone knows what is viewports? The area for what? Yes, viewport is a visible area. So in a mobile screen or in a laptop, so how much area is visible? Okay, so that is called the viewport. Okay, so the responsive web design, it automatically adjust depending on the screen size we have, means the screen resolution and the viewport. What is the size of the viewport? Okay, so let's see one example. So let's go to linkedin.com. Okay, so is my screen visible? Okay, so now you can see there are three things. So here on the left hand side, there is this card for the link to the profile. There is another card for the post title. Sorry, to start a post, and there are news feeds that are coming here. Okay, and in the right hand side, they are showing some news and some ads and something like that. Now, what will happen? So there is a very handy tool that is available already on Chrome, right? Which is an inspect tool. So have you ever used any inspect tool previously? Okay. So using the inspect tool, you can view the HTML element of a page. Okay. Not only that, this is the developer tool actually. So using this tool, you can also change the device type. So now let's see. So let's see, say the device is pixel to Excel and the resolution is 100%. And let's move this thing to this side on the right hand side. Yes. So is it visible, guys? Okay. So as you can see, the page was previously something like that. But once I opened the inspect element and I enabled the mobile view, then the same UI is changing, means is adapting the width of the screen, means the menu bar is going something like that. There are the icons. There is there is the left hand side card is coming on the top section, right? It is coming on the top section. Then there is a start post option is coming. Then there are the feeds that are coming here on the bottom. All right, so this is how it is adapting with the device width. So we can also check it for the iPads. So for iPad, it opens like that. We can also change the orientation. So it can be in the portrait mode, it can be in the landscape mode. So how it will open, how it will work, we can do that. Okay, so this is an example of the responsive web design. Means they have designed their web page in such a way that it adapts this viewport and it organizes the content accordingly. Isn't it? Isn't it amazing, guys? Okay. So have you ever tried responsive web design previously? No, not yet. Okay. Yes. Okay, fine. So some of you have tried, some of you not. Then don't worry. You will learn it for sure. This is the core concept of responsive web design. Okay. So next thing is the grid layout. So how this responsive web design is made? The responsive web design is made by using, you can say, grid layout is a fundamental, I would say it's a backbone of this responsive web design. So there are no direct relation in between them, but the grid layout is created to support the responsive web design is same. Okay, so it helps us to organize the content on the web page. Okay, and it also helps us to create the alignment and order in which order the different grids will come. Okay, so grids are something which forms a basic skeleton like structure for the user interface. So how that work, then I will show you, I will demonstrate you. Okay, so designers, they use website grids to make design decisions and create a very good user experience. So let's try with the same LinkedIn example. Okay, so again I will open LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, so what grid layout does is that grid layout separates this whole screen into 12 columns. So 12 virtual columns. So if you imagine there are 12 different columns, and this specific contents, they are consuming some of the columns. Okay. So imagine there are 12 columns. So if you can draw, so if you can print this web page, and if you can draw 12 very equal line with the very same width, then what will happen? You will find that this column, okay, sorry, this card is created using two columns. Say, so I'm just saying this card is created using two columns. Okay, this card is created using, say, six columns. Okay, so 2 plus 6 means 8. So how much remaining? So this one say it takes 4 columns. Okay, so means I'm just assuming maybe it is 2. This one is, I think it is 7, and this one is 3. So 2 plus 7 plus 3 means 12. Total 12 grids. So inside this card also, you can also divide this card in 12 different grid. So it works something like that. So next day I will show you another example where you can show the grid lines. Just a minute. You can see. Can you see this screen here? Okay. So if I would divide, sorry. Okay, so this example I'm trying to point out. So if I, this is, say, this is the whole web page, and there are six columns. So each of this column is consuming two grids. So there is a two grid, means, sorry, two column. So there is a two column, there is two columns total. Six columns are there, and one of them are consuming two columns, means six cross two is 12. Okay, similarly here also they are consuming six column, there are 12 column grid, and say this card or this box is consuming 9 columns, and this sorry, 3 columns, and this D section, it is, this D card is consuming the 9 columns. Okay, so I will, so there was another example which I'm forgetting right now. So I will share the example to all of you, so where you will get a clear understanding how grid layout works. Okay, and later once you will learn the bootstrap and all, bootstrap or material UI, so they will get a clear understanding how grid layout works. Okay, so the third thing is that CSS animation. So animations is something which you can do using CSS. Let's say, so previously we used to use the jQuery for animations, but right now animation is available in CSS3. Okay, so if you go to W3 schools, so you all know, right? W3 schools. See, this card is coming from this side to this side, and it is rotating. It is flipping, right? So this thing is done using CSS animations. So there are few key elements in the animations. So that is the keyframes. Keyframes is something which says how many frames you have for the animation. You can also set delay for the animation. You can also set duration for the animation. You can also set the iteration count for that, how many iterations it should do. Okay, so that is how you can implement animations in CSS. All right. Okay, so the next thing is I would like to talk about is CSS media queries. What are media queries? Media queries actually makes it possible to write the responsive UI or write the responsive design. So how media queries work? So let's see an example. So this is the media query. So if you know CSS, then that is fine. And if you do not know that, then you will learn it in that course only. So how media query is that? It works like, say here you have to define what is the width of a screen. So say here the minimum width is 480 pixel. Okay, that means anything. So for any device which is more whose width is more than 480 pixel, so for that the background color is set to light green. Okay, so you can play with this 480 pixel thing, and you will see that this you can set different properties for different screen sizes. Similarly, you can also set max width. So what max width does is that you can set a max width, say anything below this, say if you say max width 480 pixel, that means any device that is below that 480 pixel range, for that this following this property would work. Okay, this is how media queries is written. The grid layout and the responsive design is totally dependent on this media queries. Means you have to write different CSS for different screen sizes, then only it will work properly in different array of devices. Okay, fine. So now this is we are in the second part of today's session. That is how that is where you will learn how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Okay, so why LinkedIn profile is important? What do you think about it? What do you think about optimizing LinkedIn profile? Why it makes sense to optimize your LinkedIn profile? Okay, so it allows us to make meaningful connections. Okay, anything else? To grow our network. Okay, so network for what? It gives better understanding about us, everyone. Okay, so that recruiters can get people, okay, for hiring, grab useful job opportunities, job listing, showcase our skill set. Okay, it is a platform to market our skill set. Okay, okay, good optimization grabs attention. So do you feel your LinkedIn profile is optimized? No. Okay, most of you are saying no. So would you be interested to learn how to optimize your LinkedIn profile? Okay, great. So let me answer the question why LinkedIn is important. Okay, so nowadays, as you can see in this COVID scenario, as most of you are, I think you are learning from home or you are doing the online classes, like right? So the campus drives are also not very frequent. Am I correct? So how you will get your placement? So if the campus drive is not there, means if the everything is happening online, then all of your recruiters are sitting on LinkedIn. Okay, so it can be large enterprises or it can be small startups. So everyone is on LinkedIn. So they are looking for people who are skilled, people who have proper presentation on LinkedIn. Yes. So that is why optimizing your LinkedIn profile is very important. So whatever skill you have to showcase it properly on LinkedIn. To the point, be to the point, show everything what you have on LinkedIn, and I think you will get the results very soon. Once you will publish the content or once you will do these recommended changes that I will talk about later on today. So you will get, first, you will get more traffic to your profile. That is guaranteed. Okay. Second, more recruiters would connect with you. Okay. And they will offer you job. Third thing is that you will build a personal brand, but you have to follow the following steps that I would say. So you will create your own brand. You will connect with proper people. You will connect with recruiters. People would offer you a job, and more people will visit your profile. Are you interested to learn how it works? How to do that? Okay. If you are interested, then type. If you are excited, then type excited on chat, because I am also excited to share the details. Okay, so there are four major things on optimizing LinkedIn profiles. Okay, so first thing first, find your objective. So you can take a note for this one, or I will share the recording of the video once I will get some time. So I will publish it on some platform. Okay, so first thing is that find your objective. So who is your target audience? Who is your target audience? Is it the recruiters, or is it, say, if you are a freelancer, so is it your customer who will buy your services? Okay, so it is possible, right? You are a freelancer, you do some website related task or website job or something, you do some machine learning algorithm. So you have to identify who is your target audience. This is a very fast task. So LinkedIn can be used for three type of things. The first thing is lead generation. You can generate leads from here. Like what I said, if you're a freelancer, then you have to show some meaningful content in your profile such that you get more business out of it. Right? First thing is lead generation. Second thing is personal brand. So it can be a personal brand. Say you are an artist, so you do very nice paintings. Okay, and you have decorated your profile. Okay, as a student, what could be our objective? Okay, that I will talk about. Yes, so it is possible that you want to create your personal brand. Okay, that is there. The third thing is that looking for job, right? So which looking for this job is something which I don't need to give any description. So what is your target objective? So what is your objectives? So who should be your target audience? Please let me know in the chat. Is it lead generation? It can be a combination of both. Okay, lead generation, personal brand, looking for job. What is your target audience through LinkedIn? That is a very important point, because whatever comes next is depends on this one, this point only. Lead generation, looking for job. So I haven't got input from all of you. Looking for job. Okay, so most of you are looking for job. Great. So that is then your task is set. That means you have to do something extraordinary such that recruiters come to your profile, they visit your profile, they check your skill set, and they contact you. Okay. Own startup, that means you have to audience is set, target audience. So it is not something you have to do now, you can also do it later on also. Okay, so next step is the second thing. Second thing is profile optimization. What are the important things that someone checks, if say, or the recruiter checks once they visit your profile? What they would do? First thing, you should have a very good profile photo or a very professional looking Profile photo. So do you have? So even before skills, so skills is something which just comes in the bottom part. Okay. So if your profile photo is very much casual, you are sitting on bed and taking profile picture, or you are playing somewhere, you are taking the profile picture. Okay. So that will not work. So do you have a proper profile picture? Okay. So if your profile picture is correct, then the third part is cover image. Do you have a proper cover image, or it is empty, or it is the default one that LinkedIn has given to you? It is empty. No, this is a very bad thing. So having no cover image is something which you should not, which is you should avoid immediately. Okay. So what cover image can contain? So inside cover image, you can show the skills you have. Okay. So once someone visits your profile, first they will see your profile picture and the cover image you have. Okay, so that makes a very good impression. So using proper colors, using proper graphics, using proper content inside cover image. So if you know the different skills, like you know HTML, you know JavaScript, you know CSS, you know React, you can put the logos for that there in the cover image. Okay, so if you say if you want to, if you are a writer at some place, then you can also write that, and you can also give a brief introduction about yours in that cover image. Okay, so so would you like to know where you can design a very nice looking cover image that is for free of cost? Yes, I think the answer is given. That is Canva. So go to canva.com. Here you will find there are some LinkedIn covers. They are already available. Okay, just a minute. LinkedIn banner. Okay, so as you can see, there are a lot of banners available, like this one, like this one. So you can put your content here, you can put your text here, you can put your logos here, and you can design your own cover image. So isn't it exciting? Rather than having an empty page, or if you can design your own cover in Photoshop or in the designer, what you have, so in Adobe designer you have, then you can there too also. Okay, so go to Canva and design your cover image. This is the one that I have designed, not me, I mean a designer of our company, they have designed. So there I'm mentioning what I do. Okay, so here I'm mentioning that I'm a software architect, I'm a full stack engineer. So there I'm mentioning the technologies that I work, like Ruby on Rails, React.js, Node.js, and ACO. And I'm also a writer on Medium. So I write the blog post. Okay, and there is my company's logo is present on my cover. All right, understood, guys? This point, what I'm saying, why cover image is important, and what are the things that you can do. Okay, the third point is having a very good title. Title is something, so after these images people see what is your title. Okay, so in that title you do not write all the skills that you know. You can write, of course you can write, say I am a React.js developer, that is fine. But you can if you say that I am a student at this thing, so I am a music lover, okay, I am a guitarist. I mean, if that is your profession, then that is fine. But for all of you, I think you are engineers and you are doing web development. You can write, say, a full stack web engineer or full stack web intern at Geogo. You can write that. Okay, you can put anything else, which means see what happens. Say recruiters, they searches for people who knows React. Okay, and they will find hundreds of people listed in the same list. So you have to stand out there in that list. Okay, so what will appear? The first thing appears in search result. So let's go to the search tool here on LinkedIn. So if I would search with React.js. Okay, so React.js in people. Okay, so after the name, what appears is the title. Okay, so if you have a very interesting title, then people will go and visit your profile. Okay, say most of you, they can have, say, something like this, the skills that they have. So this is fine. This is fine. But if someone writes something which is very much eye catchy, okay, so once people sees that thing, once people notices this title, they would go and visit their profile. Like if I would say full stack, so full stack. Similarly, in people section, okay, so here is written like a full stack developer at Mapline. So mapping made simple. So he has given some tagline. Okay, similarly, uh, I haven't found anything interesting. This search is not working. Okay, so nothing interesting here. You can see that. Okay, see this person, Akash, has what Akash has written. So full stack engineer, AWS cloud enthusiast, serverless deployment enthusiast, 4-star in code chef, 5-star in hacker rank, a keen learner. So this is one title that means this person is catching attraction in the listing page only. So after that, he has not configured his profile picture or the cover picture. That is one drawback of this profile, that this he should get into it immediately. But apart from that, in this list only, this person is standing out rather than others, right? So this is a very important thing. So you to have a proper title and summary. Okay, summary is something where there is a about section in LinkedIn. Okay, so you should write something about yourself. Okay, such that people can come and they can know more about you. Okay, so what will happen? So here there is a about section. There you should go and write. So what you love to do, means you love programming. Apart from that, what else you love? How, what are the services that you are offering, and how people can connect with you? What is your understanding of programming? Okay, what you will do with programming? Okay, or anything can be there. Okay, this thing you can, you should go, and it should take some time. Maybe it is possible that it will take maybe a day to write a proper about or a summary, or so, about a section, about me section. This may take a day to write. Okay, but take that time and write it properly, and let me tell you, you will get the results. Okay, so I can tell you, means this is a guaranteed thing. You will get the result immediately. Okay, so fourth thing is the featured content. So if you have anything, say any link of any GitHub repository, or if there is any or blog article that you have written, you can make it featured on your profile. So how to do that? So in LinkedIn, there is a there is option photos, documents, presentations, whatever you have. So like say if I would like to add the post. Okay, so they say this post of mine, I would like to feature on my profile. So I have given star here, done. So it is featured. So if someone comes So after checking my cover picture, the image, the title, and the sorry, my name and title, after that they would see what are the featured content. So here I have written one article. So here some of the articles that I have written. So they would find, so they will see, okay, this person has done, this person has written these articles, this person has done these contributions. Okay, means it will represent your content more to the meaningful content, means the content that you want the recruiter to see. So you can talk about that in that section. Okay. Okay, so after featured content, then the next thing comes is the work and educational details. So if you are in, say you are an intern in Geogo, so you should add the information like I'm an intern at Geogo, so I'm doing internship from the November. You can add the details like for whatever things you are learning, and later you can update that part. Okay. Second thing, you should add the educational details that what you have. Say I am a engineering, so final year student from this college, or I'm a pass out student from this college. These are my grades, these are my projects that I have done during my colleges. Okay, so you have to add the projects. So what are the projects that you have done in college? It can be a final year project. So it is possible that this project is not related to the web. So it is possible that you have done something which is on the something like, say, in for me it was some image processing project. Okay, so I have that project in my LinkedIn profile. Okay, so then get the test scores. What are the test scores? So in LinkedIn, you will find whatever skills you add. Okay, so one thing I missed, that skills is something which you will add for sure, right? Without skills, what will happen? So people will not be able to find your profile. So skills is very important. So for every skills, there is a quiz. Okay, say take a skill quiz. Say LinkedIn is recommending me to take quiz on Java, PHP, Node.js, JavaScript, and all. Okay, once you will take this quiz, you will get the test score. Okay, so with the test score, see this one, I have got a badge for Ruby on Rails, I have got a badge for React.js. That means I have appeared for the test and I have earned this badge. Okay, that means I have corrected more than 80% of answers, and that's why LinkedIn has given me this badge. So once some recruiter comes to your profile, they see, okay, this person is not only he is saying that he knows React, but also LinkedIn is saying, okay, he has answered all the questions correctly. That means this skill has some value to it. Okay, so it will give an additional weight to your profile. It will give some additional weight to your skills that you have added here. All right, so after these skills, sorry, the test scores, do a job in sorry, I'm sitting in Mumbai, okay, or in Kolkata or in Delhi, but I want a job in Bangalore. Okay, in that case you should set your location to Bangalore. That means whenever recruiter will search, they can also filter using the location. That means they want the people who are already in Bangalore, or people who are intended to come to Bangalore location. Okay, so location is something which comes at the top of the profile. Okay, there they will see from which location this person is belonging, or they are interested to do the job. Okay, and the third thing is that, and the last thing is that, what are the jobs and services you are providing, that you have to add. Like in this section, say here there is option called, let me find it. Yes, add a section. Not intro is correct, about is correct, featured is done, background is done, skills is done, accomplishment, additional information. No, not here. Next. Okay, so I'm not finding it here right now, because here you will get a badge like I'm to work. Okay, I'm not finding which section it is right now, but you will get a badge like I'm open to work, or I'm open to some certain service.
6:54 p.m.
Okay, so you will get that badge here. So that means whenever someone would search for, say, full stack, when someone would search for full stack, in the profile picture only they will see that I am open to work. Okay, this kind of level will come here. That means people, the recruiter would visit your profile, they will check your details. Okay, so that means what are the jobs and services that you are providing? You should mention it here. Let me find it once again. Uh, Services, but okay, sorry. Here it is here. What kind of services that I'm providing? Say I'm providing the custom software development services, cloud management service, and user experience design. Okay, so you can also add different services here. You can add the page, or you can add say I'm so what are the locations, so where I'm serving this, where I'm looking for the services. I have mentioned it here. Okay, so this is it. This is all about the profile optimization. So was this information helpful, guys? These tricks that I have mentioned, or the steps maybe you already know but you have not done yet. Okay, so all right. So I have done these things in my profile. I have done this thing in my profile. Okay. So if you want to check for reference, you want to check yes. If you want to check what are the things that you can do, you can visit this link and check what are the things that I have done. You can also follow, or you should not copy the content, or you should take some inspiration from there. You can do on your own. So it is better to do on your own, but you can take a reference or guideline from there. All right. So once the profile optimization section is done, you are done with this part. The third thing, which is very important, is the connection. Okay, whom should I connect to? Okay, so as most of you are looking for job, so what should be your target audience? So the target audience is already defined, right? So you are looking for a job, your goal is defined. That means you have to find the right connections. Okay, so find the people who are, say, HR, or who are the senior executive in a company. You do connect with those people. Okay, like I do this kind of internship. So what I do is that I connect with students. Okay, that means I check there what are the problems that they're facing, and what kind of training they need, what kind of upskilling they need. For that, I mostly connect with the students of the colleges. They are in the third year, fourth year. I connect with them. Okay, so you connect with those people. So how you can do that? It is easy. So in the network, yes, in the network. So if you want to search with something like a um, yes, so you can search, let's say, search like HR. Okay, so HR in people. So you can see, if you simply search HR with people, you will get all of the HRs, list of HRs. So from there, we can also filter with locations. Like you are from India, you are looking for job results in people. You want to connect with people who are currently in India, and those are in your first degree connection or in a second degree connection or not. Okay, that part. People who currently in which company, you can also filter by company. Like, say, you can filter by Amazon. Say who is there on Amazon. Okay, so a lot of HRs are found on Amazon. Okay, second, you will get all of these filters. So have you explored these filters previously, like past company, school, industry, profile language, service categories, and you can also give your custom keywords. So have you ever explored this section? Who explored this section? Okay, so you should come to this part, and you should connect with proper people who are senior executives. Say it can be a senior developer in some company. Okay, so if you connect with that person, if you interact with that person, then it is better that person would recommend you in their company. That is possible, right? There is a possibility, right? So you have to keep all of these options open. Okay, so we can say senior full stack developer. So if you are a full stack developer, you can also search for senior full stack developer. Okay, so I would remove these filters. Okay, so you can see full stack developer, tech lead, senior engineer. You can connect with that person. Okay, these are the different companies. These are the different filters that you can apply by location, by connection, degree of connections, by the current company, by the past company, by the school that that person went to. Okay, so this is a very powerful search tool which is already present on LinkedIn, but we have never explored it. So my suggestion to all of you is that go to your LinkedIn, find the right connections using the search. Okay, so learn to use the search tool. Search tool is something which I have already shown. Now the third thing, another thing comes, which is send connection request properly. So who does this thing? So I am going to this person's profile, Abir Ranjan Dash. Okay, once I visit this profile, I would set a connection request like that. So send, I would only press the send button. Who does that? Is there anything more that you can do? Who does that? Just go to someone's pages and send a connection request. No, this is something which you should avoid. Okay. Naveen Kumar, would you please mute your microphone? The noise is coming from your end. So do you send the connection request only by sending this button? Yes or no? Mostly, right? But if that is a HR, then they will not accept your connection. Then you have to add a personal note here. So do some research on connections, find the proper people, and write proper messages. Say hi Abir, I have seen your I have checked your profile. Okay, so I am this, I'm doing this. I have checked your profile and I would like to connect to you. I would like to connect with you. Okay, so you should add messages like that. All right. Okay. Then the last part is that the look for the first 5,000 connections more properly, because you can add unlimited number of connections. Okay, but your first 5,000 connections are very important. Okay, so find your target audience, means the people who you want to reach, and connect the first 5,000 connection should belong to that group only. Okay, and the another thing is that if you are creating, okay, so I will come to that part later on. You should enable this mode. I'm just saying it for now. The follow only mode means if you visit my profile, there is an option to follow only. Means if you have to connect, then there is a more option, and from the more option you can connect. Okay, you can send a connection request, but ideally the default format option is the follow only mode. So why follow only mode? So I will talk about that later on. Okay, so here you are talking about 5,000 connection, and getting the first 100 is also difficult. Okay, so there is a limitation on LinkedIn. So maybe in a day you cannot send more than, I think, 20 to 30 connection requests. So you have to invest a good amount of time. So 5,000 connections, even I don't have 5,000 connections. I might have I think around 550 plus connections. Okay, so it is a time. It is a thing that will take some time. Okay, so it is not something you will go, and it is not like Facebook that you can send the 5,000 connections in a day or a request in a day. Okay, so that is it. So let's see what is the fourth part. Fourth part is the content. So what people would see in your profile. So do you know that 97% of people on LinkedIn, they just consume the content. They just consume the content. Okay. And only 3% creates the content. Any content can be anything. It can be text. It can be a simple text post only. It can be an image. It can be a video. It can be a link. Okay. So 97% only consumes the content, like you and me. So we come, we see what are the posts people are posting, we give a like, we react with those posts, and we move on. So have you created content frequently on LinkedIn? Yes or no? These are some checkpoints that you have to see if you want to grow your audience. No, right? Have you created any meaningful content in last 1 month? Okay. No. So what kind of content you can create? You can do trend jacking. Anyone knows what is trend jacking? Say a new iPhone is launched. iPhone 13 is launched, right? You can write a content on iPhone 13. Say iPhone 13 is launched. It has this Apple's some Bionic 15 processor, this, that, this. You can create a post. Say a new React version is launched. Okay, that means that is a trending topic. React version 18 is launched. So you can write a post, say, hey, React version 18 is launched. These are the new features that this React have, right? So second thing, stories. Stories is something which people more connect to. They more interact with stories. Am I correct? Right? In LinkedIn nowadays, you will see posts of something, say, a lot of stories are there. So I have done this much struggle, right now I'm this much successful, something like that. It can be a sad story, it can be a good story. Okay, so if you have a story means you can add that, you can create a post, so people would interact with stories. Okay, then voice your opinion. Okay, so it is also one approach that you can do. How it is possible? Say, as I said, a new iPhone 13 is launched. You can voice your opinion. You say this is the same thing. It is a rebranded version of iPhone 12. Okay, so you are giving your voice. You're giving your opinion. Okay, people loves to interact with that. Next, I will talk about what are the different type of contents that you can create. Okay, so you can post image, you can post text, you can post PDFs, videos, external links. Now, why I have given verses in between all of them? Because what I have seen that I have posted means I have done LinkedIn posting for last 4-5 months very frequently. So what I have seen is that text content has more reach than the image content. So if your post contains any images, then it will get a lesser reach. PDFs is something which is the most viewed content in LinkedIn. So if PDFs is something, how PDF comes, so I will show you here. So here I have created one post. Wait for a minute. Okay, so this is the post that I have created using a PDF. So PDF is something, if you upload that PDF in LinkedIn, they will show it as a slideshow. So what I'm saying is that, are you sure your API is RESTful? Then inside this PDF, then the format should be something you have to build some suspense so that people reads the last till the last slide of this PDF. Okay, so what I say, some developers think HTTP plus JSON is RESTful architecture. Okay, but the reality is those applications are not RESTful, they may be REST like. Okay, then what makes an API architecture RESTful. So there I'm creating one suspense. So what are the ingredients that one API should have? Okay. So again, in the next slide, I'm saying there are 6 design rules that you should follow. There is a swipe option. Okay. So first is client server. You should have a client and server. Second is there should be a uniform interface. Third, it should have a statelessness property. Fourth, there should be caching. Fifth, there should be a layered architecture. Then sixth, it should have a code on demand option. Okay. So, and then I'm saying that like if it is insightful. This post of mine has the most reach, means whatever content that I have created till now. That is a 4,200 people has viewed this post. Okay, this is not the case for the post that I have created for, say, which post contains images, the post that contain links. That post do not have this kind of a reach. That is why I'm saying if you can create anything, say if you can create any basic content, you can create. So for content, do not have the fear that people already know this topic. Okay, everyone knows everything, or if, or someone do not know something, right? You may create some content which may be meaningful to a newbie or new full stack developer or new people who, or a new person or a new student who is learning HTML today. Okay, so do not think about that. This is, they say some master person has given some opinion or they have created some very good article, so I cannot create article. So mostly people have this kind of feeling. Okay, when creating content, when it comes to content. So you have to take the decision. And and one thing is that external links is something which I think you should avoid in your post, because external link, it leads to outside web page, right? Say you are sharing a YouTube video here on LinkedIn. Okay, that means once the person will click that link, it takes that person outside of LinkedIn, right? So LinkedIn do not want that. LinkedIn want the users to stick with the LinkedIn platform only. They do not want to people from to go to one platform to another. So that's why they do not promote this kind of, means the algorithm they have. They do not promote this kind of external links. Okay, so say you are, if you want to have to say about, if you have to share something, a blog post, a link to a blog post, something like that. So what you can do is that you create a simple post, a text post, and you say in the bottom of the post, say the link for this blog post is given in my comments. So in the comments, you share the link, so that will not affect your post viewership. Okay, so viewership is something which is important, means person who is viewing your post. Okay, so that this is why I'm asking you to enable the follow only mode on the LinkedIn. So more people, when more people will see your content on regular basis, they would follow you. So more people follow you, you will create an audience that would be much larger. Then when some recruiter comes to your profile once again, they would see, oh, this person has this many followers and he creates some content. It can be basic content, but that means his basics is also clear, right? So if you are posting a basic content on HTML only, then the recruiter would say, okay, this person has this much confidence that he is creating content on LinkedIn. Okay, so that is why I'm asking all of you to do these kind of optimizations. Okay, whatever I have mentioned here in this slide, means whatever I could do in this short duration. Okay, there are a lot of other tricks as well, but I do not have that kind of time right now. So here are a few action items for all of you. So first, you learn these HTML and CSS topics. Okay, then your first assignment for today is create your resume using HTML. You can also apply CSS, but at least you need HTML. Okay, and deploy this resume in GitHub pages. Okay, that is how you will learn how to use Git and how you can use GitHub pages. Okay, so you go to YouTube and you will learn how you can deploy your resume on GitHub pages. And after doing that, after creating your resume, you do on post and LinkedIn, hey, I have designed my resume using HTML CSS. Okay, this is the link to my GitHub repository. Okay, so there also you can mention me. I have shared my links, my LinkedIn profiles link in the chat window. So there you can mention me. Okay, so what I will do, I will just promote your post so it will reach to more people. Okay, this is one thing you can do. Second, there is the assessment for this week. That is on web, Git, Linux on HTML. So that will go live tonight. So I will share the details for the assessment test tonight. So you will get the details on the Discord channel. Fourth thing is that whatever I have said in the past 4 slides, that you should go and immediately optimize your LinkedIn profile. Okay, so would you do that? LinkedIn profile. Okay, after optimizing, share your LinkedIn profile's link on the social media contributions. There is a channel on Discord. You share your LinkedIn profile link, so I will visit there. Okay, so do the optimization and share the link. Say, hey, I have optimized my LinkedIn profile. Go check it out. Something like that. Okay, so there would be a quiz on this week. So do attend this quiz on Thursday afternoon. So we would connect using Discord only. So in Discord, there is a discussion room. So we will connect using that session only. So that would be another 15-minute session where I will ask some basic quiz you have to answer. Okay. And the last part is that I'm saying all of you do code every day. Take part in this 50 days of coding challenge. Okay. Do code every day and share the details on LinkedIn with the hashtag. And you can mention me, Giogo, or Scoutlight. Okay, so that is it. That is the action items for all of you. Thank you. You can follow me on LinkedIn. So this is my link that I'm sharing on the chat. You can follow me. You can check my profile. What are the optimizations that I have done? Okay, it may be possible that I have not completed everything, but you can do on your own. I think the inputs that I have already given, you can do take a look on that part. Okay. So what is the assessment about today is going to be? So I have said already, right? The assessment for today is create your own resume using HTML and deploy on GitHub pages. Design your resume using HTML and CSS. Okay, so deadline for resume is not today. So by Thursday, you do that and you submit. By Thursday, you complete your assignment on doing designing the resume using HTML and CSS. Okay, so that is it for everyone. So see you in the next Monday. Bye. Have a great day.